So this is card number 5 of the Major Arcana of the Tarot. It's the High Priest, also known as the Pope in some decks, and in this deck it's called the Priest, or just Priest. And the High Priest has to do with institutions, marriage, specifically if we're talking about love, is often associated with this card, as well as the sign of Taurus, which is ruled by Venus, which is a planet of love. So that's interesting. I think it also has a lot to do with rules, because if you think about the institution of marriage, it's all about legalities, right? That's why a lot of times people get married, because of the legalities that it affords them, and not so much because it's romantic. I guess that's part of it, but a main reason would be to sign it on paper and to have some kind of benefit from that. So it has to do a lot with rules, with regulations, with laws, with how things are traditionally done, with books, like kind of doing things by the book, doing things by tradition, training, learning how to become higher, like a higher priest, right? So getting that training, getting that knowledge, getting that, but it's not training and knowledge like going to school, at least I don't see it that way. It's training and knowledge as in a higher consciousness. So if you train yourself to develop a higher consciousness, you're actually lessening, you're not raising. To raise, at least the way I'm thinking of it, it's not about adding, it's about kind of reducing or becoming more minimalist in your attitude. And the more you reduce and the more you become minimalist, you can allow more to come into your consciousness. And then your consciousness expands. When your consciousness expands beyond all, you are actually inviting a lot of energy in, and that's when it becomes kind of unhealthy. And so the High Priest is a guardian of this kind of world, where he's able to know how to manage the energies and how to regulate them. That's why there's all these rules and regulations. So when you step into a love commitment, you are, again, exposing yourself to both these like higher vibrations of love, as well as these very low, very dense, very karmic, thick, difficult experiences that might attach to you. So through the High Priest, you will learn how to discipline yourself, how to discipline your mind, how to create life habits and patterns that allow for only the highest of vibrations to exist within your connection. And that's how you form a high-level commitment to another person. So it's not necessarily about that marriage where you're signing the paper, but it is about that higher level awareness where you are able to receive and give a love that is not degrading, that is not earthly based, it's of a higher virtue. It's about appreciating the person's true value, their true self, and spiritually evolving together as a unit, as a one. I'm going to see if there's anything else I'm picking up on. I wonder if there's a meaning to the staff that he has. I'm sure there is, I'm just not clear on it. I know that in the Magician, there's that wand, and it basically is signifying as above, so below. And so that might be a similar energy, grounding that higher vibration into an earthly form so that this higher love is actually expressed in human experience, in human connection. I'm thinking now about, in Judaism, there's Kohanim, Kohen Gadol, Kohanim, and these are like basically the priests. And the priests have these stones that they carry on their chest, and they are like crystals or whatever, and they have all properties. And through these properties, they're able to connect with the higher realms. And they're all kind of coded, like there's a lot of information inside of them. And so I feel like this high priest is bringing in a lot of higher knowledge, a lot of higher information. In order to bring it down to earth, again, you need to kind of reduce rather than add. So the reduction process allows you to be exposed to a higher level of vibration. Hope you enjoyed that. We'll be back tomorrow with the next card.